This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
With New York City covered in a blanket of snow, and much of the Northeast covered in a blanket of snow, we have up to 2 feet of snow. So we have an opportunity to learn one of the some of the secrets of sheleg. For many years, I have been pondering what is the significance of the fact that the word sheleg is numerically valued at 333. The Maharal talks about how the word Baruch, the root of it is Beis, Reish, Chaf. Each of these letters represents 2. Beis is 2, Chaf is 20, Reish is 200, indicating that bracha is a bounty, an extra gift from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and therefore all the letters represent the numeral 2. So then what is the significance of sheleg, which is 3? Gimel is 3, Lamed is 30, Shin is 300. So let me share with you a few thoughts that I've discovered. On the pasuk in Bereshis, Umilu es haaretz v'chivshuha. We know that Shimon HaAmsuni and Rabbi Akiva even bolstered his approach. Darshans every S in the Torah. So what's Umilu es haaretz v'chivshuha? So it's suggested in the Sefer Maskil Eldal of Rav Rachamim David Kuskus that the message of the pasuk is we have to conquer the entire world. We have to settle the whole world, including areas that you would think are uninhabitable. Now, what areas would you think are uninhabitable? The snowy, icy areas. S is the rabbis, makoimos hasheleg, and amazingly, the word vikiv shuha is spelled chaser, so it's spelled vav chaf beis shin hey, which is gematria 333. Sheleg, indicating that we have to conquer the world, even makoimos that are not easily settled, even makoimos which are numerically valued 333 sheleg. Now, there is much written in the Arizal about the segula of rolling in the snow. Now, I'm not here to tell anybody to roll in the snow, and the Arizal says that rolling in the snow actually helps for shikha, for forgetfulness. It helps restore the zikaron. And amazingly, the Arizal says that the word Aleph Lamed Pei, which is Gematria 111, times 3 is sheleg. So 3 Alephs, which the Arizal says comes from the 3 Alephs of the 3 Miluim of the Shem Ekia. So the 3 Alephs, 111, 111, 111 is Gematria sheleg, and through sheleg, through rolling in the snow, one is able to overcome shikha. The Gematria of sheleg, 333, is the same as shikha, 333. Even Rav Ben Zion Mustafi recommends putting sheleg on one's forehead to help restore one's memory. Interestingly, even the Chassam Sofer talks about the significance of sheleg being Gematria 111 3 times. The Chassam Sofer says that if we look in the pasuk that talks about the Toichacha, it mentions 3 plaim. It says, Hineni Yosef lahafli es hamazeh, hafla vafela. 3 times the word pella is used. Pella is the same as Aleph, 111, 111, 111. Gematria 333. So sheleg is Gematria 333. Amazingly, comes the Ben Ish Chai in his commentary to Masechta Tainis, Benayahu, and he says that this segula of the Arizal to restore memory is merumaz in the enigmatic statement of Rava. Rava says, Mali tilgalaturi. Gemara in Tainis Gimel Amud Beis. Snow is good for the mountain. Snow is good for the mountain. Well, says the Ben Ish Chai in the Benayahu. The mountain is also a reference to one's Rosh. And we find in the Gemara Shabbos, Kufnan Beis Amud Aleph, the Caesar said to Rabbi ben Chananya, why didn't you come to Avedan? Avedan was a area where the Chachamim used to debate the heretics, and Rabbi Shua ben Chananya, being always the chief debater and the chief supporter and upholder of the oral law, was always found debating the heretics. So he was asked by the Caesar, how come you didn't come now? And he said, Tur Teleg, there's snow on the mountain. Rashi explains the mountain refers to his head. Snow means he's white. He's too old now to debate. So we see the word mountain refers to the head. And so therefore, says the Ben Ish Chai, Amar Rava, Mali Tilgalaturi. Snow is good for the head. That is the school of the Arizal, of rubbing the snow on the head. As Arizal says the Ben Ish Chai, the 3 alfin of the Shem Ekia, Bemiloi alfin, is Gematria, Sheleg, and this kavana helps for Shikha. Shikha is Gematria, Sheleg. So, again, these are ideas which are Lamala Me Hasagasenu, but the Ben Ish Chai does say that this segula is merumas in the words of Rava. So, if you go outside and you walk to Mincha, you walk to Marav, and some snow gets on your head, so maybe you'll be Mekayim, the skula of the Arizal, Male Tilga Laturi. Snow is good for the head. It helps you remember. And on the most basic level, the way that snow is good for the memory is you can't go out to your regular shiurim in the snow. So what do? You sit at home and you review and you chazer. And certainly the best way to remember your learning and the best segula for shikha is chazara. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu should give us a lot of zman to be able to review everything we learned, and we should be able to remember and integrate all of our limudim, the toiv uveneimos. Have a wonderful evening.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.